EV tax credits are dead. The real test of the USA electric vehicle market has begun. Without the $7,500 federal tax credit to lean on, automakers now have to sell EVs on merit and price, while somehow carving out a path to profitability. That doesn't mean sales are about to collapse. A new poll shows Americans are still open to EVs if discounts are available. The good news: carmakers are already stepping up with price cuts and incentives. Welcome to the Friday edition of Critical Materials, your daily roundup of news and events shaping the world of electric cars and technology. Americans may continue buying EVs. Poll: analysts have projected that EV sales may decline significantly with the expiration of the $7,500 federal tax credit. Even Ford CEO Jim Farley has estimated that the EV market will be significantly smaller, possibly accounting for only about 5% of the overall car market, compared to 11% in the third quarter. But a new Harris poll, published by Automotive News, suggests Americans aren't ready to give up on EVs just yet. The vast majority of the 2,000-plus respondents, surveyed in late September, said they'd still consider an EV if the price was right. Here is more from the outlet. The majority of the EV defectors, surveyed 60%, would need an incentive of at least $5,000 to consider an EV, and nearly 30% would reconsider an EV with an incentive ranging from $2,500 to $4,999. 11% would settle for an incentive of less than $2,500. Incentives are important to EV adoption because affordability remains a top concern among buyers, said Greg Paratori, senior consultant at the Harris poll. Affordability is the top concern for 64% of EV buyers, according to an August study by the Harris poll and Urban Science. September 30th has come and gone, but the discounts still exist. Sales growth may not be as robust as it was before, but if automakers continue to offer technologically superior vehicles at competitive prices, buyers will not run away. General Motors and Ford have extended the use of the federal tax credit by having their financing arms purchase EVs on dealer lots with initial down payments, which would qualify those models for the tax credit. It's a creative arrangement that will lower purchase price or monthly lease payments. The 2026 Hyundai Ioniq 5 now gets an average price cut of over $9,000. That means the starting price of the Ioniq 5 is now $35,000 before destination. That's on par with the Chevy Equinox EV and Toyota BZ, which are both competitive but not as advanced as the Ioniq 5, which gets rides on an 800-volt architecture with some of the fastest charging speeds in the USA. Hyundai will also continue offering $7,500 cash incentives on model year 2025 Ioniq 5s, which are on dealer lots through October. Rivian's lease deals have not vanished either. The EV startup is offering a $6,500 rebate on select R1T and R1S models to customers who take delivery of their vehicles before October 31st. Also note that several affordable models are imminent. The all-new Nissan Leaf with over 300 miles of range and a $30,000 starting price is now on sale. The next-generation Chevy Bolt EV is around the corner, and it's already leaked. Additionally, Tesla has a more affordable Model Y, or whatever it will be called, in the pipeline. The timing is ripe for these affordable EVs, and they might help the industry continue moving forward despite the broad attack on clean energy from the White House. At the same time, the plan to continue growing the EV market share comes at the expense of automakers' bottom lines more than ever, right when they're getting slammed by tariff costs. That could end up being a toxic cocktail. As before, get the deals while they last. Source: reposted and summarized from Suvrat Kothari at insideevs.